শুভ সকাল প্রিয় বাংলাদেশ, প্রাণের বাংলাদেশ, জননীয় জন্মভূমি, সোনার বাংলাদেশ। বাংলার এই ঝলমল আর উত্তপ্ত সকালে বিশ্বজুড়ে যেখান থেকে যুক্ত হয়েছেন প্রিয় টেলিভিশন RTVর আয়োজনে আমন্ত্রণ সবাইকে মিস্টার ম্যাঙ্গো নিবেদিত তারকালাপে। দর্শক, রোজকার নিয়ম অনুযায়ী আজও একজন তারকা অতিথি আমাদের সঙ্গে যোগ দিয়েছেন, তবে তিনি এদেশের বা আমাদের দেশীয় কোনো তারকা নয়। শি ইজ নান আদার দ্যান ইন্টারন্যাশনাল স্টার মিস ওয়ার্ল্ড অস্ট্রেলিয়া 2013 এরিন ভিক্টোরিয়া হল্যান্ড। ঠিক তাই প্রিয় দর্শক, আজ মিস্টার ম্যাঙ্গো নিবেদিত তারকালাপে আমাদের সঙ্গে রয়েছেন অস্ট্রেলিয়ান টিভি হোস্ট, সিঙ্গার, ডান্সার, অস্ট্রেলিয়ান বিউটিফুল লেডি এরিন হল্যান্ড। এরিন, good morning, how are you?
I am very well, thank you. Thank you for the kind introduction.
It was nothing compared to who and what you really are. I'm really glad to have you here. How was the day? Was there too traffic on the way?
A little bit of traffic, but
Yeah.
hey, to be expected on an early morning in any big city. So
Look at you. You've become so familiar with Bangladesh and Dhaka traffic culture and everything.
I have. I've been here for a week now, and I
Okay.
already feel like a local.
How's the weather treating you? I was asking you about this back in the studio. You were saying that you're very much used to it. What about that?
Yes, I grew up in northern Australia in a city called Cairns, which is
Okay.
known for the Great Barrier Reef, which you might have heard
Yeah, of
before.
course.
So it's very tropical. It's very hot, very humid. So I love that kind of weather. It's
Okay.
so much better than cold. Actually, earlier this year, I was in Paris for a photo shoot and it was snowing in winter and I was so cold.
Dang.
I would take 38 degrees on the football field any day of the week.
You gotta be kidding me.
Any day of the week
Okay.
over that.
All right. Okay, Erin, I have a lot to talk with you, but before that, I want to welcome my viewers. Okay? May I? Yeah. দর্শক, মিস্টার ম্যাঙ্গো নিবেদিত তারকালাপে আজকে কথা হচ্ছে এরিন হল্যান্ডের সঙ্গে। আমাদের এই অতিথির সঙ্গে আলাপে যুক্ত হতে হলে আপনাদেরকে ফোন করতে হবে স্ক্রিনে দেখানো নাম্বারে। আমি কথা না বাড়িয়ে এরিনের সঙ্গে আড্ডায় যুক্ত হতে চাই। Erin, let's talk about your childhood. Where did you grow up and your neighborhood, your schooling? Let's talk about all this.
So I grew up in Australia in a city called Cairns, which is a very small town up the top of the east coast of Australia. So near the pointy bit, basically, I always try and describe to people. And it's a very small tourist town that's known for the Great Barrier Reef, which is a really beautiful natural landmark. It was a really stunning place to grow up and a very grounded childhood. Nothing too exciting. It is a small town, but
Were you very naughty as a kid, introvert or extrovert?
I was an extrovert in that I was a performer. So I was
Okay.
dancing from 4 years old,
Yeah.
playing musical instruments from 8, singing from 12. So I was always on stage, but I was not the most confident kid outside of my performing persona, if that makes sense. You
Okay,
know, I was the smart kid in school.
Okay.
I was very tall, so I've been this height since I was 12 years old.
Yeah, I was very cautious.
So-
Oh God, I have to wear a stiletto.
I am quite
I know,
tall.
yeah. And to Erin.
Yeah, okay.
I'm here.
And you know, I grew up in a town where sport was the cool thing, and I didn't really play a lot of sport. I was the band geek. I was the smart kid in school. I was really tall. I wasn't very pretty. Like it wasn't.
Oh no! Don't say
honestly,
that.
it's-
No one's gonna believe
It's
that if you say
cliche,
that.
but I was a bigger kid back then as well. I was very tall. I didn't do the cool things. So, you know, high school and primary school wasn't the kindest of times to me, but I was always very focused in what I wanted to do and knew that it would take me where I wanted to go eventually. So luckily I managed to sort of block out the background noise and stay focused. And then when I graduated high school, I moved from Cairns to Sydney.
Okay.
And Sydney, which we all know, Sydney in Australia is a big, vibrant, happening city, particularly in the entertainment industry. But when you're 17 years old and you move away from your family, and I haven't gone back, I've been there since I was 17 years old on my own. It was a big thing, but it was really necessary for me to do what I wanted to do in this industry. So.
Okay. Amazing, amazing. That was quite a story. Erin, we have made an infographic about you in Bengali.
Okay.
Whatever you have just said, we have tried to recreate that in Bangla for our viewers.
Oh, beautiful.
I'd like to show that to you and towards our viewers as
Sure.
well. Okay.
এরিন হল্যান্ড একজন অস্ট্রেলিয়ান সিঙ্গার, টিভি হোস্ট, মডেল এবং ডান্সার। পুরো নাম এরিন ভিক্টোরিয়া হল্যান্ড। এরিন 1989 সালের 21 মার্চ অস্ট্রেলিয়ায় নর্থ কুইন্সল্যান্ডের কেয়ার্নসে জন্ম নেন। বাবা মার্ক হল্যান্ড, মা ট্রিশ। 3 বছর বয়সে গানে শুরু হয়েছিল বাবার হাত ধরে। এর ধারাবাহিকতায় তিনি ক্লাসিক্যাল, থিয়েটার মিউজিক এবং জ্যাজ গানের ওপর প্রশিক্ষণ গ্রহণ করেন। পাশাপাশি ক্লারিনেট এবং স্যাক্সোফোনও বাজিয়ে থাকেন এরিন। 4 বছর বয়সে জ্যাজ এবং ট্যাপ ডান্সে প্রশিক্ষণ হয় তার। 2006 সালে কেয়ার্নস স্ট্রেট হাই স্কুল থেকে গ্র্যাজুয়েশন করার পর এরিন তার স্বপ্ন পূরণের জন্য সিডনিতে চলে যান এবং সিডনি কনজারভেটোরিয়ামে স্কলারশিপ নিয়ে পড়াশোনা করেন। 2013 সালে তিনি জাতীয় শিরোপার পাশাপাশি 32 জন প্রতিযোগীকে পেছনে ফেলে মিস ওয়ার্ল্ড অস্ট্রেলিয়া হিসেবে জয়ী হন। তারপর থেকে তিনি নিয়মিত জাতীয় ও আন্তর্জাতিক পর্যায়ে শোবিজে কাজ করে যাচ্ছেন। মডেল হয়েছেন বিশ্বের বেশ নামিদামি গাড়ির বিজ্ঞাপনের। বেশ সাবলীলভাবে তাকে দেখা গেছে ইন্ডিয়ান প্রিমিয়ার লিগ এবং পাকিস্তান সুপার লিগের মাঠে। এছাড়া আন্তর্জাতিক ক্রিকেট নিয়ে বিশেষ অনুষ্ঠানের উপস্থাপনায়ও অংশ নিয়েছেন তিনি। এবারে বঙ্গমাতা অনূর্ধ্ব 19 মহিলা আন্তর্জাতিক ফুটবল গোল্ড কাপ 2019-এ উপস্থাপনা করছেন এরিন। তারকালাপের আজকের অতিথি অস্ট্রেলিয়ান সিঙ্গার, টিভি হোস্ট, মডেল এবং ডান্সার এরিন ভিক্টোরিয়া হল্যান্ড।
So that was a flashback of whatever you have achieved and whatever you are doing in Bengali for our viewers.
My gosh, the blonde hair. It feels like forever ago now.
Yeah, but this suits you more. You look prettier in it. I mean, you look prettier in everything, I guess.
Thank you.
Yeah.
No, so I'm a natural blonde. This is something that I did maybe 2 years ago for work.
Okay.
And I've started working so much more since I dyed it dark 2 years ago, particularly here in South Asia. So I love it here. I thought I'd keep it dark and hopefully continue to work heaps over here.
Okay, great. My producer is telling me you should tell everything, whatever she's saying in Bengali towards our viewers so that they can understand what you're saying. I'm sure. দর্শক, এরিন বলছিল ওর চুল সাদা, কিন্তু আসলে ও এটা কি পছন্দ করছে। 2 বছর আগে ওর চুলটা এরকম করে রং করেছে এবং ওর ব্লেন্ডিং করতে অনেক সুবিধা হচ্ছে। আমার মনে হচ্ছে ওকে এভাবে বেশি ভালো লাগছে। আপনাদের কেমন লাগছে সেটা কিন্তু আমাদেরকে জানাবেন নিশ্চয়ই। Erin, let's talk about something else. Let's talk about your family. Have they always been supported you throughout your journey? We have heard that your brother and your father, they're both into sports.
Yes.
Let's talk about them. What about your mother?
Yes, my mum was incredibly supportive. It was a big thing for a young kid from Cairns to want to move to Sydney and pursue a career in the entertainment industry. Yeah. She was always a harsh but fair critic, I would say, of my performances, and I think that helped me grow. Like, I think sometimes it's best to be told the truth in this industry. You want to hear when you do a good job or a bad job, not just, oh, you're amazing all the time, because you can't improve if someone's always telling you that you're great. So she's very good. She'll be watching now, I know. She'll find a way to watch this back in Australia and she will tell me. So
we love you.
Thank you, Mum. I love you. You are a wonderful
we
support.
all love you.
She's incredible. And my dad and my brother were massively into sport growing up, which is where my love and passion came from. Everyone always says to me, oh, you like cricket because of Ben. No, I love cricket because
even I thought it. Seriously.
It's a common misconception, but you know, cricket was something that I grew up watching from a very young age, thanks to my dad and my brother.
Basically, Australians love cricket.
We do. But we love a lot of sport. We're very blessed in Australia to have a lot of opportunity in a lot of different sports. So cricket and football, and then all the Aussie kinds of football, tennis. There's so many opportunities. Swimming is massive in Australia too. So. But football and cricket were the
Erin,
sports
that's a
we
long
did the
story,
most.
I guess, and we're going to get back to that. But before that, we have to take a short break. With your permission.
Of course.
দর্শক, মিস্টার ম্যাঙ্গো নিবেদিত তারকালাপে কথা হচ্ছিল অনিন্দ্য সুন্দর এবং নানা গুণের প্রতিভার অধিকারী অস্ট্রেলিয়ান টিভি হোস্ট, সিঙ্গার, ডান্সার অ্যান্ড বিউটিফুল মডেল এরিন হল্যান্ডের সঙ্গে। Let us have a short break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. After a crisp break, we are back. এবং আমার সঙ্গে আছে none other than the beautiful Miss Australia 2013, Erin Holland. Erin, you know, we have a regular segment, the quiz segment in our show. With your permission, I want to tell our viewers about today's quiz.
Okay,
let's
do
thank
it.
you. দর্শক, আপনারা যারা নিয়মিত কুইজের অপেক্ষায় রয়েছেন তাদের জন্য জানিয়ে দিচ্ছি, তারকালাপের গত পর্বের কুইজের সঠিক উত্তরটি হচ্ছে বাংলাদেশের অন্যতম জনপ্রিয় ব্যান্ড দল ফিডব্যাক। এরই মধ্যে তাদের 40 বছরের পথ চলা অতিক্রম করেছে এবং এই বছর তারা সেটিকে উদযাপন করতে যাচ্ছে। ফিডব্যাকের জন্য আমাদের নিরন্তর ভালোবাসা এবং অভিনন্দন। আর তারকালাপের আজকের কুইজটি হচ্ছে এরিন হল্যান্ড বাংলাদেশে চলমান কোন টুর্নামেন্টের সঞ্চালনা বা হোস্টিং করছেন? অপশন ক, বঙ্গমাতা অনূর্ধ্ব 19 মহিলা ফুটবল টুর্নামেন্ট। অপশন খ, বঙ্গমাতা অনূর্ধ্ব 17 প্রমিলা ফুটবল টুর্নামেন্ট। কুইজের সঠিক উত্তর সবচেয়ে বেশি সংখ্যক SMS প্রেরণকারী বিজয়ী পাবেন সেলফোনে আকর্ষণীয় অঙ্কের রিচার্জ। ফিরে যাচ্ছি আমাদের অতিথির সঙ্গে গল্প আড্ডায়। Erin, we were talking about your family, your growing up, your friends, Australia and everything. Now let's talk about your work.
Yeah.
Let's get back to 2013.
Yes.
When you heard your name. What was that feelings?
It was very surreal. It was the
Okay.
second time that I competed in the tournament. So first year, 2012, I came top 10. I had no idea what to expect though. So I thought it could be a really great way to have a new platform for my career, to get some exposure on the international stage. So I entered, didn't really know what I was in for, came back the next year and
What
won.
pushed you, to take such a decision to compete in such a beauty pageant? Miss World is such a big platform, I have to say.
Yes.
What pushed you? What, inspired you?
In Australia, there have been some very successful beauty queens that have gone on past the competition to have some wonderful careers in the entertainment industry. And looking at them and the success that they've had as a result of the platform, I thought maybe I could use this in my own way for what I want to do, which was always performing, whether it was singing or dancing or presenting on TV. Performing is my joy and my love. So there are lots of people that want to do this. What sets you apart from all the other girls? I thought maybe this could be something that could help me and showcase my ability, I suppose, on the international stage. So that's the reason why I chose Miss World, and the reason why I chose Miss World over, say, Miss Universe was the philanthropy part, the beauty with a purpose, and the talent section. I wanted to showcase that I had something to offer other than what you look
beauty,
like.
of course.
It's a really wonderful tournament, and something that really showcases a well-rounded individual rather than just what's on the outside.
Ever since Miss World Beauty Contest and you became Miss Australia, you have been involved with so many social works. Let's talk about that. What encourages you to be a part of the society and do something for the greater purpose?
I think if you have a profile, you have a responsibility to use that for good. And there are so many worthwhile organisations out there doing wonderful things. It's almost hard because you want to do everything, but I try and focus specifically on children and illness in Australia. So I did a lot of work in the Beauty with a Purpose part of the competition in Indigenous Australia, in the middle of Australia, where we have a lot of underprivileged children who require a lot of help with education. So that was something that we focused on a lot during my time in Miss World. And since then, I've gone on to work with Variety Children's Charity, Tour de Cure, which is a huge fundraiser in Australia every year for all cancers in children. And at the moment, we're doing a lot of work with UNICEF as part of the Bangomata Under-19 Women's International Gold Cup for 2019. And it's just incredible to see the joy on their faces as you show them, this is something to aspire to. Maybe this is something you could do one day, and just support them and give them an opportunity that they never would have had.
Well, I'm sure lots of women, lots of girls feel encouraged seeing you doing all these things all together. We're going to talk about all of these probably in the later part of the show. But before that, I want to ask you, 6 years back or 5 years back, did you really think that you would become such a popular and loved faces in the subcontinent? You've been to India, you've been to Pakistan, you've been to Dubai, now you're in Bangladesh. Let's talk about the people and how visiting so many countries, how it has enriched you as a human being. And if I tell you to compare all these countries, what was your feeling? What is your feeling regarding Bangladesh?
I'm having a really wonderful time here so far. I find the people very friendly. I've had a really fantastic time working with K Sports. From a work perspective, it's been wonderful, very organised. I feel very safe, very prepared every time I go on TV. And that's not always the case with work, as you know. Sometimes things can be very last minute, but it's been a really seamless tournament so far. I've really enjoyed exploring a new sport as
Yeah.
well. So I think, my experience of working in Bangladesh has been amazing so far. And then, I mean, you know, the people are so friendly, the culture is so vibrant. I've got a few days off coming up, which I'm very excited about. So I'm actually going to get out and explore.
I'm gonna bug you
in
while
Dhaka.
you're-
Please do. I love immersing myself in new cultures and growing up in a very small part of
It's
Australia.
amazing to see how you mingle with people so easily. That's actually a rare virtue, I have to say. Erin, now it's time for another short break. We'll be right back, and
worries.
I've got to ask you some few more questions. All right. দর্শক এই মুহূর্তে খুব অল্প সময়ের আরেকটা বিরতিতে যেতে হচ্ছে। এরিনের সঙ্গে আড্ডা কিন্তু খুব ভালো লাগছে, আমি জানি আপনাদেরও ভালো লাগছে। বিরতি শেষে এক্ষুনি ফিরে আসছি, কোথাও যাবেন না। দর্শক, বিরতি শেষে ফিরে এলাম মিস্টার ম্যাঙ্গো নিবেদিত তারকালাপের আজকের গল্প আয়োজনে। আজকের অতিথি কিন্তু একটু ভিন্ন, এবং তার সঙ্গে কথা বলতে কতটা যে ভালো লাগছে, যদিও ভিন্ন ভাষায় আমরা কথা বলছি, কিন্তু আড্ডা, কথাবার্তা, মজা কোনো কিছুর কোনো কমতি নেই। কথা হচ্ছে অস্ট্রেলিয়ান সুন্দরী এরিন হল্যান্ডের সঙ্গে। আমি কথা না বাড়িয়ে তার সঙ্গে আড্ডায় ফিরে যেতে চাই। Erin, let's talk about the tournament. First of all, I want to ask you that what's your take on such a tournament like this, Bangomantha Under-19 tournament? Let's talk about this.
I think this is a really incredible thing that's happening. So big thanks to K Sports and Bangladesh Football Federation for making it a reality. We have to support our women in sport, and you have to invest to get return. And I think this tournament is a big investment in saying we support our young girls. We want to encourage them to go on to bigger and better things in the national team. So we're going to give them a tournament to showcase their ability at this age. And it's such a professional tournament. They brought me over from Australia. We have commentators from internationally as well who are fantastic. They put in a lot of effort in the marketing and the advertising. It's on RTV as well for everyone to watch. That's what needs to happen in order to raise the profile of women in sport and women in football. So I'm very blessed to be involved in such an opportunity, and very thankful to K Sports as well for bringing me, a female from a very far away country, to come and be a part of this tournament. So I think, investing in our girls and investing in this quality of tournament is so inspirational for them to keep striving towards achieving greater things.
All right. Erin, now let's talk about something else. If you have your own TV show, what would you have named it?
That's really difficult. Because I have a really varied interest in things, as we've spoken about: sport, fashion, beauty, singing.
You would have blended all of those together?
I think so, like a variety show. I've always said my dream role would be a variety TV host, like my own morning show like this, where I get to talk about everything. So
right,
I'm not sure what I'd name it. Everything with Erin.
Everything with...
I don't know, I just thought of that then.
That's really creative.
Is it? I'm not sure.
Quick
I'm very
take.
tired.
Oprah Winfrey or Ellen DeGeneres?
Ellen DeGeneres.
Oh, I want that.
Love Ellen.
Of course. All right, Ellen, you have been pretty familiar with cricket, you know, because you have said your father and your brother, they're both into cricket. So whenever you're hosting for a soccer show, did you really have to do really hard homework about soccer and everything, football?
Yes, there's enjoying a sport recreationally, and then there's hosting it. It's a whole different ball game.
Yeah.
Excuse the pun. I really didn't mean to do that.
No, it's completely fine.
I did do a lot of research. I take my job very seriously, and even though I am the presenter and I'm not commentating
You're very
the sport,
cautious about your words, your etiquette, and everything.
There's certain terminology that's specific to football that's very different from cricket.
Absolutely.
And I think the good anchors are the ones that take that next step and do their research. So I wanted to make sure that I knew as much as I could about where Bangladeshi football is as well in the current climate, and as much as I could about the other countries. But the exciting thing about a tournament like this is they're young girls, and we haven't seen a lot of them. So after this tournament, I think I'll be really set for further
My
tournaments.
producer is telling me so many things. I don't know what question to ask you, but I want to talk about Ben. Let's talk about Ben.
Ben.
I'm one of his biggest fans, so I have to talk about him. How is he? How does he inspire you to do all the things that you have been doing, apart from your family?
Yeah, we've been together for 4.5 years now, so quite a long time. a lot of our relationship has been long distance because
Yeah.
we live in different cities in Australia, and then he's away 7 months of the year traveling, playing international T20
Yeah.
tournaments all over the world. So there's a lot of challenges in that, but at the same time, we have very similar stresses in our careers.
Yeah.
So the travel, the spontaneity, things can change last minute, and you've just got to go with the
Yeah.
flow and be okay with the fact that you may not see each other for a long time. I haven't seen him for almost 3 months because I went to
Okay.
PSL in February. By the time I got back, he'd gone to IPL, and now by the time he finishes IPL and I come back from here, it will be mid-May. So he's very supportive. We have good communication
Yeah.
from afar. He has a really fantastic work ethic that I really admire, and a way to look at the positive side of an
course.
industry that can be very topsy-turvy.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're really riding high, or for him playing well, and other times things don't go your way. You don't get the job, you don't get picked, you get dropped, and you're very low. And he's got a really good way of keeping me motivated when the times are not so good. And yeah, he's going well. He's at IPL at the moment. In fact, he was so close because they played at Eden Gardens in Kolkata last night.
all right.
And that's like half an hour away on a plane. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, so close, but so far. So
But, you know, in the end of the day, if love, respect is there, then you get to manage everything.
It is.
Erin, Meetu Bhai is continuously telling me to ask you to sing a song, and I've heard you singing Diamonds. Before we
Oh, my
leave,
goodness.
just a short note, what would be your message towards the women who want to break the social barrier and do something challenging as sports? Shortly, we want to know about that. Yeah.
I think you've really got to believe in yourself and back yourself, and don't let where you come from, what you have, dictate who you're going to be in the future. Because with hard work and dedication, it's a different time now. Social media has changed the game. If you're a singer, film some videos, put them on YouTube, put them on Instagram.
Yeah.
You know, put yourself out there, because you really never know what can happen. I mean, when I was 10 years old, sitting in Cairns doing what I was doing, I would have never thought that I'd be here talking to you on an international talk show in Bangladesh. Like,
true.
you never know what life's going to throw at you. So I think maintaining that work ethic, always having a goal and a dream, and making sure you're always working towards that, keeps me motivated and achieving things, because you just never know.
Piece of thought. Amazing. I'm sure the girls have heard it and they're much more inspired after hearing all this. Erin, I had to ask so many questions, but you know the catch. You know, they're
I can talk. It's not a problem.
Oh, yeah, we can do that. Girls can do that. So we have to leave now. Before that, I want to say goodbye to my audience. And while we leave, we want to listen to Diamonds.
Okay, we can do that.
দর্শক, এই ছিল বঙ্গমাতা অনূর্ধ্ব 19 মহিলা ফুটবল টুর্নামেন্ট উপলক্ষে বাংলাদেশে আগত অস্ট্রেলিয়ান টিভি হোস্ট, সিঙ্গার, ডান্সার অ্যান্ড বিউটিফুল মডেল এরিন হল্যান্ডের সঙ্গে আজকের গল্প আলাপ। এরিন হল্যান্ড তার যে স্বপ্ন নিয়ে শোবিজে এসেছেন, তার সেই স্বপ্ন পূরণ হোক। আমরা যে প্রত্যাশা নিয়ে বঙ্গমাতা অনূর্ধ্ব 19 মহিলা ফুটবল টুর্নামেন্টের সঙ্গে সম্পৃক্ত হয়েছি, আমাদের সেই প্রত্যাশা জুড়ে থাক সকলের ভালোবাসা, এই কামনায় আজ বিদায় নিচ্ছি। কাল আবারও দেখা হবে চেনা কোনো স্বজনকে, প্রিয় কোনো অতিথিকে সঙ্গে নিয়ে। সে পর্যন্ত সকলেই ভালো থাকুন, ভালো রাখুন নিজেকে, চারপাশের সবাইকে, এবং অবশ্যই প্রিয় জন্মভূমি মাতৃভূমি বাংলাদেশকে। আর হ্যাঁ দর্শক, এই অনুষ্ঠানটি সহ RTVর ভালো লাগা সব আয়োজন পুনরায় ইউটিউবে দেখতে চাইলে ভিজিট করুন www.youtube.com/rtvdigital-এ। আবারও সবার জন্য শুভকামনা। গান শুনতে শুনতে আমরা বিদায় নিব। এরিন, Diamonds.
You want me to sing it now?
Of course.
Oh my gosh, I thought you were going to play me a video.
No, just 2 lines, come on. Okay.
We're beautiful like diamonds in the sky, like two eyes so alive. We're beautiful like diamonds in the sky. I would have warmed up if you had warned me about this. Live TV, hey, you never know what's going to happen.
Of course, that was the catch. Okay.
There's a better version of that on my